Hello guys, today I'm going to do my August wrap up. I read 3 books and I read 3 graphic novels. For the most part, I really enjoyed these, so let's get started. Like I said before, I read 3 graphic novels and those were Saga Volume 2, 3, and 4. I read the first one not too long ago and then I had to buy the rest of them, so I did. I've never really read graphic novels, but these were just so great and I love the story behind it. It's this epic sci-fi fantasy story. It involves like a Romeo and Juliet sort of love story between these two people that are from completely different worlds that are at war. So that's really interesting. I really like how this series isn't afraid to push its boundaries and it gets really nitty and gritty, and I wouldn't really recommend it if you're young, but if you're older and you can deal with adult content, then I would definitely check these out. After that, I read Undivided by Neil Shusterman. This is the 4th and final book in the Unwind dystology. I cannot believe I finally finished off this series. I feel like I've been reading it forever. I really loved the first book, which is Unwind. The second book was also really good. And then the third book took a turn for, it was bad. It was not good. It was terrible. The 4th book was refreshing and I feel satisfied. I am happy to have read this series. I really love the concept of this story. It's about a world where people that are misfits or in trouble with the law can get unwind. Their body parts could be, you know, harvested and used for other purposes and whatnot. And the story's crazy. Some of the scenes in these books are really creepy and they really get graphic. I would really recommend this if you're a fan of dystopian and anything to do with horror and sci-fi and all that jazz. It's really great. Give it a chance. After that, I read The Last 4 Days of Patty Buckley by Jeremy Massey. I was so excited to read this book because the premise of it sounded ridiculous. This book was about an undertaker who was recently widowed. One night as he's driving away from work, he runs over a guy and he flees the scene. It's a hit and run. And then he has to take care of the funeral arrangements for the guy that he killed. And yeah, no one knows that he's the one who killed the guy. This book had a lot of dark humor that I really enjoyed throughout the beginning of the book, and then sadly towards the middle and then to the end, I just felt the book was kind of anticlimactic. I feel like this book had a lot of potential and it just didn't live up to it. So for that, I only gave it 3 out of 5 stars, but it was an okay read. And the last book I read in August was Aragon by Christopher Paolini. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This book was so refreshing and so great. I hadn't read a really good fantasy book in a while. I'm currently reading the 2nd book, which is, I think, Eldest. I'm reading that right now and I'm liking it. Overall, I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I didn't give it a 5 stars completely just because I feel like it was good, but I wanted a little bit more from it. Hopefully the 2nd book gives me what I'm hoping for, which is just more, you know, backstory and like world building and such. So I really liked it. And those are all the books I read in August. If you read any of those, comment below, you know the deal. Okay, I'm gonna go, bye!